afraid. Bonjour, привет, ciao, hello and grüß euch. Today we make one of the most amazing rounds with the bicycle, but also which they call here the toughest from the whole city what you can do. Watch, the weather is perfect and today we will climb 2 mountains. 2, and that is the thing, you know, that is like the U. They call it like this. First of all, we drive to that mountain on there. We were on there, you can remember it. On the top of the thing, I will zoom in, you will see the station on the top. There we will stay then. 2,246 meters, over 2,000 meters. That is in the morning. Then when I came back, I eat something at home. It will be after midday, you know, it will be afternoon. And after the midday eating, a little rest, and then we will drive to the other side of the mountains. We will drive on there to 1,905 meters, the highest point where you can drive with bicycle. We were also there at the top, and then we will see if we can do that, you know. 2 mountains in one day. That is what they call the toughest thing what you can do here in Innsbruck. I'm excited, but I still believe that the king of steepness, what I created, is tougher than this. But we will check it out. Let's do it. So equipment, mountain bike, you know, heavy tools, 30 years almost old, 12.5 kilo, no motor, all normal, where you have to bring in the power, you know. And here you see it now better. First top of this mountain, and then bam, and then other side on there, bam, you know. You see that? One top of the mountain, and then bam, other side. Boom, that is the U, you know, that is called the boom, you know. 1,905, and here 2,246. Once again at the top you see those television station, and there we will stay then and watch from there to this side where we have to drive at afternoon. So now before we have to drive up, we are still there. Last meters to enjoy. Here we can watch into the tennis club. They're all training, you see. Training. The little kids, you know, have summer holidays. They enjoy it here. But we have to drive now upwards. That will be difficult. Let's do it. So now the journey begins. Last part where we have to carry our bicycle. I hope this will be the last time that we carry it because the stairs. And then the main street with the car starts upwards to a village, and then after 2 villages there the mountain starts. But now I have to carry it, you know. Thankfully 12.5 kilo with the weight of my backpack. I have another 2-3 kilo, you know. And here we have to carry it up, and then we have to push it because here is not allowed to drive. We pass the Autostrada del highway, and then the steep part begins, you know, until we come to the mountain. That is also a thing. So here we are, last meters, and then up. Enjoy here, Autostrada highway. Also on that side, and we have to go on there, and then boom, let's do it. Oh, last meters. Here the main street. Here we have to pass now. 1, but we go up, you know. So my friends, we made some meters. Now we have the view to the Bergisel ski jumping thing from the behind side. But now we have to still go on. Oh, already sweating, but watch. We have already made some meters. Very nice view from there. From there we came. And now here is our goal. Still far away, but we come closer. So my friends, now we arrived at the station. This is the main station where they drive now up to the hill, you know. I moved this street all up. Was a long route, you know, but now there is the real entrance to the mountain that will come now after so much time. Let's do it. So and now the journey starts once again. Why? Because here is now the entrance. The absolute steep part, you know, with my friends, the stones on the ground. But that we have to do, that we come up, you know, to our 2,246 meter. Wow, my friends, the stones and this, wow. You know me that I hate, you know, because you lose so much power and you slip out. But also this, you have to pass when you want to achieve that. But those stones will come at the other mountain at the end, much more worse than here, you know. Wow, I drive on. So my friends, I'm a little bit higher now, where the gondola drives very steep, you know. Now we are on the stone floor, you know, and here you see the gondola up and down. Here comes the next gondola. Wow, very steep, you know. But we have reached some good air, you see, height, you see that? Wow, but I have now to drive up now. Wow, so we made another few meters upwards, watch. Now we have much a better out view. That is nice already, you know. But it still goes upwards to drive on, you know. So my friends, now we arrived much more. Now we have to pass this, that we come forward, you know. That is always the thing. But wait, so but no animals here, you know. So no cows, no milky, where we can say hello. Wait, this is loud. Wait. Always the thing with that door. So we have closed it, you see. And now we have to pass this thing where normally the cows are. And then we drive on, you know, this small thing. No animals here. Moo, moo, moo. Nothing here. But maybe we will see it much more on. Little walking, you know. Short pants on. Fresh, you know, fresh today. But I decided maybe the better solution, I don't know. Do it by feeling. Yeah, and here. We pass it, and here we have the out view. A few seconds, then we can enjoy a bit. We see really, really far. Oh, I see it, amazing. 1, 2, bam. You see that? That is now already good. You see the height where we are? Amazing. You see until the block court. That is a street ball court on that side of the mountains. Because in the city you see only to that mountain, and then it goes like a curve in where you don't see from the city. City is there underground. And so that is amazing, you know. But now we have to cross one time again this iron net, and then I drive on upwards. Well, friends, we made another more upwards meters. So Billie Eilish, when you want, come here. We drive together to the mountain. Would be nice. So we passed this all upwards, and now we have to cross another thing. Here, this Lattenrost, as I call it, the Weiderost, because here are the animals, you see, cows and horses and sheep, you know. And here we have this Kabel, you know. Always check if there is no electricity in. So as a kid, I always had fear of this. So I don't want to to touch it, but I don't know. So we will see if we see some animals. But now we drive on, you know, because there I don't drive through. And now upwards again. Yes, that is what I like, you know. But we got some good height. We have a nice view already. But still, to the top there is the station then, you know, where the gondolas end, where the people go out. And then the last part is to the top of the hill. Oh, you see, upwards. And here, what a nice view. Amazing. Oh. But still something to go, you know. I drive on. Oh, and it still goes upwards, you see. Up. And here, the e-bikers, they drive on there easy, you know. Oh. You hear it? Here they are, the cows, watch. Here we have the restaurant, the Bacsa Alm, and here they are, you know. So we cross them now. Nice. So now we pass them, watch. Here they are. Don't be scared. There is no net, there is nothing. They are complete beside of you, you know. But they do nothing. They are nice. You hear the sound, the ding dong, ding dong. Still fighting my way upwards. Watch. Oh, but still goes, you know. But that is a steep part now. But we come higher, higher and higher. That is good, you know. Still up, up, up. Here the water. And now the curve. We pass the curve and it still goes up. I show you that. Wait, wait, wait. Wow. Steep, you know. Very steep. But it's not that long anymore. So turn a little bit flat now and then it goes up again. Wow. So and up again. You see? Wow, so my friends, now we arrive, but not at the top, at the station where the gondola, the tram ends, where the people went out, and the last one you have to walk up to the television station. That we will drive, but now here we enter in, you will see that. So here you see the house. That is the first part, and now the real station will come after this. But we saved a lot of energy, that was good. And here comes the real station with the gondola. But watch at the view now. Wow. But we will see much more then when we are on the top, you know. There you have the best view of all things what you can visit. That is amazing. Wow, so now we arrive here at the station 1965, but we have to go to 2246 meters. That is the next step, you know. It's still a little bit to drive. Here you see the cows once again. Watch. Wow, that is amazing, huh? Weather still is good. Here the station, but we have to go to the top, you know, to the top. Here the people make rest at the station. That is the highest point where they can drive, you know. And the passionate go on to the top, to the television, where I've shown you at the beginning. You see? That is nice. Bacsa Kofel, we arrived. But still, this is also a bit time now to drive up. A little bit steep, you know. And then to drive all down, it costs also time. But on there, wow, the view will be gigantic. I don't watch from here. Here is the other house, you know. But now the next journey starts again to the top. And that is not easy because it is stone way. Wait, I have to come to the... Wow. Here you see the cows. All friendly. Oh, we have to pass now a cow. Super, danke, danke. Perfect. Nice people. Here you see the cow. Don't be afraid. When you're afraid of those animals, don't come here, you know. Because they are now completely beside of you. Now are more people here, you know, than the last time. Wow, that is amazing, huh? With that view now. Wow. That is cool. But I drive now more up and then we see us. So we still drive now from the top to the complete top. But here it is more stony, you see that? And it gets steeper. You know. So we have to pass the cows again, you know. They're steeper. They have now midday, you know. We will have it midday around. So, schönen Mittag, Mittagsschlaf, Mittagsessen, Mahlzeit, gut Schlaf. You know, there they are. Don't be afraid. But they are not staying in the way, you know. So no problem, yeah? Perfect. But watch, we are now high on. Almost done now. A little bit, 10 minutes and we are on. So my friends, now almost to the finish line. A curve, steep, another cows, you know. And the good thing is, this is not that fresh. So my feeling was right to come here with short pant and t-shirt, because normally it can be very cold. You see? Now a little wind, but here is normally the mountain of wind, you know. Hello. Hello. And now the last thing, then we are on. And that is good, you know, because you can freeze here, but I have a jacket to drive down. And energy, I have lost nothing until now. You know, you see, these are the things. Wow, watch that panorama already. From there we came. Amazing, but when we are on, you will see it much better. Wow, what a panorama here. The last curves, and then we are on the top of the mountain. Hello. Oh, now watch. That is nice. So the last meters, then we arrived here. Wow. You see here the people come. There we passed now all those last meters. You see the stones, but really no energy loss, nothing. That is the good part, you know. Wow. But the view on there, then the last curves, you know, the stones, one-handed. Now watch, it's amazing, so great. Now here we enter in the last meters to the station where I have shown you at the beginning, and here we arrive at 2,246 meters, the station, and from there we watch down now. Yeah, we arrived now, 2,246 meters, the big station. Here we are at the top of the mountain. The cows are also here on top of the mountain. That is nice. And now we join the best view of all mountains what you can get from here, because you see now to everywhere from the city, from all areas you see from that mountain. But today we are not alone, you see that. Last time we were complete alone. That was amazing, you know, alone. This time we are not alone. But stones, I have to watch out, you know. So my friends, now we could be happy, but now that is only part one, you know. But now it feels really good, but you cannot enjoy it that much because we still have to drive 1, 2, and now join it. Wow, amazing, or that is really, really cool. That view, or wow, nice panorama we see from the last edge. I will tell again something. If you don't know my videos, I always have to tell it once again when we are staying here or see something from above. But first, this is the city. We came, you will not see it, it's too far away from in there. There is stream court, street ball. And there are the last mountains there. We normally play at block court. And the last mountain at the end, left on, there we also play, you know. And on and on and on, we all drove all routes, you know. But now, the last mountain again, there is Stonewall Court, my lovely court from street ball. At the end of the mountain over there. And then we drove all mountains in, you know. Wow. But only a few minutes to enjoy. I have no feeling what time we have. Maybe midday, I don't know. But now the journey starts once again. Drive all down. We'll need some time because I'm not fast. Drove to the whole city at the end because there I live. Eat something. I don't know, half an hour to rest because of the eating. And then we drive to the other mountain to 1905 to Seegrube, you know. And then we can watch from the Seegrube here. But I don't know when we will arrive there, you know. But there we have unfinished business, the Serpentinen, you know, those stones. they we have to check out today.
Ich hätte dich gern auch bei mir.
But still, you know,
Ich hätte gern mal ein schönes Foto, wo ich mit mir
nothing. Feet are good, nothing. Heartbeat was nothing.
setze dich hin.
I have nothing eaten, you know, so no problem. I have to go, drive down, we last some time, and then when I've eaten, we see us at the beginning of the other mountain. Let's see us. And I almost forgot the other side of the mountain, you know. We are still here, we watch now to the city, but now here, to Italy, you know, to our lovely court of Italy. Madame Court, the most special street ball court of them all. There we have to pass all of the city, you know, and then to drive all until to the last point, you know. Today, at the beginning of the mountain, I met one. He was, I think, from Germany, and he drives today to Brixen, to South Tyrol, you know. So he will already be at Brennero at the border at the end. Yeah, but we want to drive to Italy now, but we have to all drive down. And then other mountain, we see us. So my friends, now part 2, the other mountain. I was at home now, but not long. I will say something. I moved already up. There is the city, you know, only those few meters, because here is the entrance. Also here we have to pass a village, but not that far, you know. And then we enter in the mountain, and I'm prepared. I have something by me. I will tell you this. Wait, I have to go to a lower one, because it immediately starts very steep, you know, that I show you. So I was at home, but not that long as I told. I was expecting. Watch now here. A steep part comes immediately, you know, but that we have to take. And the thing was, I didn't eat a whole meal. I only eat a small piece, you know. I was 20 minutes, you know, at home sitting. I didn't make a shower, what I wanted, nothing. And I drank something. I put the bottle up with water again, with the iced tea. I mixed it, you know, because the iced tea was too less. And normally I only drink my iced tea. Works best for me, you know. But you see, here goes deep up. But I thought, why to sit at home and wait and wait and wait? I move on, you know. Only thing is now a bit tired, but that was because I didn't eat anything, you know, for the whole mountain what we did. And the driving down was more difficult than driving up. That I tell you, because to brake 30-year-old bicycle, you know. But now we will see. But I'm prepared. Why? Watch the steep part. Because the last one, the Serpentinen, unfinished business. Because that we didn't achieve the last time. But I'll tell you a bit more on. Now, this steep part I drive on. So almost done. The steep part. So we have done this, but I tell you, the thing was, last time we didn't finish it, you know. Why? Two reasons what I had. Maybe the legs, but more the stones, because the stones are so, they have no grip, nothing, you know. And I took all with my hand, camera in my hand, the whole route. And when you have steep parts, you lose so much energy. Today I have my chest thing. Before we enter in these stones, I put the camera to the chest, and then we will see how it works out. Yeah, we have now the other mountains already drove, but it does not interest me, you know. And now I drive more on, and the entrance to the mountain we see us again. So my friends, now I'm sweating much more. We already came up, you know, the street. Now this is the entrance into the mountain, where the asphalt will be away. You know, that street we came now. You see we are much higher than the city, but now upwards, you know. And that is the real entrance, because here is asphalt still, and now we enter in, and then we will see, you know. But the thing will be the end line, but we have a nice panorama sometimes, and then, yeah, we will see. So I go on. You see that with that is the steepest now. and then it is a bit better until to our unfinished business. So first part we have finished. Now comes something very nice in the mountains, flats to live, you know. It looks like that, few meters, then you will see that. It was very hot in the city, you know, but now it will get more cooler, because that is also a factor what you feel. And now watch, here are the stone walls, and right there are like flats to live, you know. That looks really cool. You see it now. There you see the house, you can move up and live on there, or that is amazing. Looks really, really cool when you drive here. Really nice to watch, you know, nice panorama. Completely unused, you know. So, pretty cool. But now here comes the way again and upwards. Whoa, my friends, the stones, but not the real stones. But the sun is coming out again. In other words, we are out of the shadow. But here, watch the view. You see to the other mountain where we came from. But now we drive on. Wow, my friends, watch now. That is nice. From the other mountain we came. But it's not that far anymore, you know. A little bit. But you know, the unfinished business, that will get the interesting part to me. But yeah, now we arrive at a restaurant and then it goes upwards again. So now after the curve, there it comes, the first part, you know. Here we are, wait, I have to brake a bit. And here is the first entrance, you know, of those restaurants that we will pass. Most people will be there because it is the lowest. Wait, I have to need both hands, you know, because the floor is not the best, you know. Wait, for sure there are many people, many kids, you know. But you see, we are already on a good height, but that becomes much higher, you know. But now, little asphalt, that is cool. And here, a lot of people, you see. But nothing for us, we have to pass it on, you know. So, now we have to drive upwards again. The floor changes again, and then we will see us. So a little bit more up, I stopped that I can film it. Here is a bench, you can sit, and now you can watch down. But now the sun is a little bit away, but it's only that small cloud, you know, it will come immediately again. And I hope that maybe the gondola comes, because there they have a big one where a lot of people have space in. I hear it, but I don't know where it is, you know. Maybe under, you know, down or up. I don't know. Sounds like it would come, but I don't know. We drive on now, you know. A lot to do. Hey, here we have it. I have it. Yeah. Ha. That was nice. You have heard it, you know. But now I have to move on to drive on, you know, my bicycle. Hey, I'm happy. We are still, but we are more on now. Very much more. Watch. You see how high we are already. You see to airport, you know. But it still goes upwards, you know. But the sun is again here. But it's not too warm because we are higher on. The legs are still there, the stamina, all, you know. But you feel a bit tired. But, you know, the good thing will come by the Serpentinen, the unfinished business. There we will see. But now, back in the shadow again. Wow, so now we are high on, watch. Wow, what a view. You see how high? And last time we were on that mountain, but I'll show you at the end. But watch, very steep, you know. But all goes, you know. But still a little bit, until we arrive at those Serpentinen. There we will check out then the chest, you know. Oh, so my friends, now it will start in a short period of time, then we will see the unfinished business. But watch, we came from here now. Watch to the view that we will see later. And now those turns come, and then the floor will get completely stony, and then we will see what happens, you know. I will bring you then to the chest. We make a time warp because it will last me longer. I'm very excited, you know. I feel almost nothing, completely fresh. Oh, you see the Euro Bridge. Wow, my bicycle. the highest bridge of Europe for 10 years, you know, what I always show you when we drive to Italy. Well, and yeah, but then I cannot talk, you know, you will see. But last time really, that was because I always had my hand like this with the camera. When you drive the whole mountain up like this, you lose so much energy, and then those stones. But today we will see, you know, both hands, chest, and then yeah, let's do it. Well, my friends, now I slipped out. Have you seen that? No chance anymore. But we are there. That few meters don't interest me. That is for me done, because here I have no chance anymore, you know. Oh, wait, my bicycle. I show you that. That is completely stone thing, you know. Here it is the worst. And I slipped out, you know. You see the heartbeat is still there, the legs are there, and the other thing happened. Now I tried it from there to start, but no chance. Even when I put it like this, you cannot, you slip out, you know, by those stones. No chance, you know. Was only the slip out, but here those few meters, then we are there, you know. That would have been no problem, but it is, you know, but we made it much more than the last time. But have you seen what happened to me? We drove now this, when I made the time warp, 25% of the whole route I drove in the second one. I didn't check it, you know, not in the first 7, in the second 7. Can you imagine that? I thought, boah, why is this so heavy now, you know? I thought the heartbeat, boah, hello. I thought it is, what, unbelievable. You know, immediately I thought, boah, why it's now so difficult, because until there was nothing. And then I recognized I was in the wrong thing, you know, in the second 7. Wow, that was crazy, you know. And then it needed me that I come down, you know. But then it went all good. But here, no chance, you know. There is no chance. You slip out. You need their other wheels, you know. I have so much pressure in. Hello.
Hello.
But we done it, you know. That is the thing. But now look at the weather. They said that now at this time it should be sun, nice, and what do we have? Almost shower and light. But we make now the turn, and then we are here. Then we have finished, you know, both mountains, but looks impressive, or? So here we are at 1905 or 6. 905, I think. But the weather, there we have to hurry up. I go on there, then we see us. So a few meters, you know, the few meters, oh, alone, the drives up. But here you see the stones, you see that? The stones, on there I was, but there you can only drive on, you know. There is no bicycle. Well, now we are here, we check it out, and then we watch out to the other mountain where we were standing in front. In the morning, you know, I drove at 9 o'clock in the morning, and now we have it, I don't know, 6, 7 o'clock at evening, you know. And now the bad weather comes in. So here we are. We enter in, and then we have the nice view. Wow, I hope you like it. So we have to open it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So here we are. Zugang. So now here we are, and now here is the wine. Normally on the other side, but now here we have the real wine. But now 1, 2, and by 3 this is the finish line, you know, then we finish the video. Because now we have made both. 1, 2, bam. Watch. Amazing, or? Here we are. So now tell me, which view do you like more? That from the morning or now this view? I can tell you I like the view from the morning more, because there you see more. And now we can watch that mountain on there at the top. There we were, 2,246 meters at morning to midday, midday down, and now up to 1,905 or 6. And here is the way to Italy. What I have shown you from that mountain, we could watch in there, we could watch in there, what we see from here also. But from that mountain you see also to that where we don't see from here, you know. And that it is. So we conquered it, and here you see the thing what we drove up. But now with the wine, my sun cream goes into my eyes. Wow, that burns. And that was the journey, you know. They say that is the toughest what you can drive from that mountain, the view, you know. Because from there, bam, the half pipe, you know. But was it so tough, you know, tougher than King of Steepness? There I can tell you, King of Steepness I have never driven complete. That is still my goal, you know, beside of Demolition Tower. But I drove 75% of King of Steepness, and there I can guarantee you that is much more difficult than this today, from that mountain to that mountain. But the last one was tough, you know. But today, the unfinished business, we finished, you know. But, you know, it's a huge difference when you drive one-handed with one camera, which we did last time. I know it, you know, I most tell the truth, you know, what I think. And it was today because you have so much energy. Still with the second 7 I drove up here, I thought, what is that now? Then I recognized it. But that was cool. So here we are. That was a cool day. And yeah, I still have the Bauer, you know. I tell you, I could now drive on, but now the lights go down. I swear you, I could now drive to Italy, to Brennero, you know. I will do it. If the time would last longer the day, I would do it. But that was cool, you know. Yeah, another nice journey with the bicycle. I hope you liked it. You can tell me. Then we see us next time. Until then, bye and ciao.